bro,
Oh
enjoy
my
your
God.
heavys. I've murdered you because my combos are ABC Baby Town easy, and they're gonna be
Yo,
10K,
what the
and they're
hell?
gonna
You
lead
watch
into
your
nonsense.
mouth? Freaking Gamora player.
Marvel Lives on Team Spooky, the premier Marvel vs. Capcom podcast. Uploaded to youtube.com/Team Spooky and now available on SoundCloud. Follow us on Twitter at Marvel Lives. All right, welcome back everybody to Marvel Live, which is actually only live, by name only, so don't freak out whenever you don't recognize when we went live and suddenly this episode is popping up on YouTube. Actually, you are exactly where you want to be. You can see there on our ticker, we've got our updates at the end of the show, so stick around after all of the Marvel coverage that you're used to, and we'll give you all the details on how you're going to be able to keep up with us from now on. Some of you are going to be really happy. Some of you are going to be a little sad, but it's for the best for all of us involved. I know we've had some scheduling issues, some personnel issues. Unfortunately, that has caused a ton of inconsistency with what we're able to get to you guys. So hopefully going forward, you're not going to have, too many fond memories of the live attendance because the YouTube experience is going to be so super extra. I'm sure there was a crazy cool intro actually at the start of this video, which is probably even cooler than I could have ever imagined right now. But most importantly, we have our guests here tonight. We've got the crew members. Yeah, first of all, if you don't remember me, you should. I know I'm just walking into this episode pretending like nothing changed. I know I haven't been on the show since about, I don't know, guys, what? It was like, what are we talking about? October. We agreed October?
Something.
Okay.
Something.
Well, you had like one special appearance during your outage, which was like a year's out of touch. So
I called in. I dropped in. That's what a good dad does, He calls
I
in.
wasn't even
drops
on
in.
the show before you left.
But you were a
And
guest.
that dad, he went and got a pack of smokes, and we haven't seen him for a year.
I-
But don't worry,
I dropped
it's your
in.
birthday, kid.
I dropped in.
$5.
I dropped in, and boy, did I drop in at exactly the right time. Because if you haven't been paying attention lately, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite has been a little bit fucking insane. So we've got a lot to talk about. But again, let's get back to the boys who are with us tonight. It is a boys' night. I'm Kinder Party. It's nice to see you guys. Boys' night. Jonas, welcome back, man. It's good to see you. It was nice seeing you at Comic Breaker, by the way.
Boys night. Yeah, let's go.
You're looking good. And Ram Bam, it was also good seeing you. Comic Breaker weekend. How you doing, man?
I'm chilling. Comic Breaker was a blast. It was good to hang with you and give you the hands.
Yeah, okay, whatever. And we did establish...
And I don't know. I totally love seeing everyone at Combo Breaker. Let's.
Okay, and speaking of...
Check the tapes.
Speaking of which,
somewhere there.
it's nice to see you, Kyle. How you doing, man?
I miss Combo Breaker, so my life's just been a living hell with sadness and
Okay.
numbness, so.
You're right, but to be fair, I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you got to see all the matches in the top 8, in the top 24. They were absolutely insane. I would say I didn't even get to compete. Actually, I showed up late because I'm not allowed to take time off at work anymore. So I'm not going to anything for a minute, but I still wanted to go and hang out and see everybody. So I made my way out there. I didn't get to play, but I got to see top 24, 2 top 28 or 2 top 8, sorry. And then to watch top 8, of course, the Dual Kevin's insane win from losers bracket.
Man, what a godlike losers run. That was.
Oh my gosh, in pools, right? Wait, no, that was top 24.
No, he lost in pools.
He did lose in pools. Wow, that. Oh, okay. Anyways,
Who did he lose to?
Bane Hollow.
Bane Hollow.
Bane Hollow, right? All right.
Which we'll have more on Bane Hollow as well later. Thanks to our good friend Chris G, who left us with, I think, the funniest thing I've ever heard. But anyways, if you were on a Comic Breaker, I'm sure you enjoyed the show. The stream was fantastic. Shout outs to Panda X Gaming, which is the guys who, the crew that held us down on that event. And you can catch most of I think they did top 24 too as well, right? I'm going to say I'm right. I'm going to say I'm right if nobody can say I'm wrong.
I'll let you have that.
Okay, I'll take it.
I know.
No, wait,
I know
it was on
100%
BG
that top
Callisto.
8 exists.
Oh,
Oh,
BG
yeah.
Callisto.
Yeah,
How can I
The
sleep?
rectum window.
Okay, yes. Top 24 was on BG Callisto. How could I sleep on my boy Ryan, who's also a servant of Marvel in the name of Arturo and etc., who always do the Marvel streams now. Shouts to those boys. And then Panda X Gaming, who held us down on top 8. So that was insane. I think there was 130 entrants.
Yeah, correct.
Is that correct? Wow. Wow.
Stacked. Absolutely stacked.
What is
That's
that?
the largest marble.
I was about to say
tournament.
that's got to be the biggest, right? I mean,
I think one of the early, like one of the first ones pulled better
Like
numbers.
SCR
But
might have-
as far
Maybe
as
that-
like
yeah.
recent,
yeah,
ever since the death of Marvel, this is absolutely
the
hands down.
death of Marvel. He said.
And the glorious rebirth.
I like it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We'll say it's definitely the most talent-rich tournament of the
Yeah.
year ever. I mean, it was stacked in every pool. I seeded the pools and I couldn't believe it when I saw how many names are in there. And just real quick to name the top 8, only the top 8. So these are only the best of the best, motherfuckers. You know, these are the ones. Dual Kevin, first place again, who started it in pools and losers bracket. Second, which is crazy. Number 2, the Kill Sage, Jeddah player, who I think Jeddah is. It's like one of the characters that we forgot about, right? Because Sonic Fox kind of quit, the Kill Sage kind of quit, and everybody's like not really playing Jeddah. But somehow these boys show up and they always get first, second, third, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Bane
Until
Hollow.
they run into a Hawkeye.
Hawkeye's nasty. Bane Hollow third. Had an insane run. He killed so many monsters, and he's also one of these sponsors from Online Warriors because Mango for Tango won the second one and gave his entry to Combo Breaker to Bane Hollow. So shouts to the boy. And fourth place, Chris G, who is basically just a legend at this point. We're gonna expect to see him in top 8. He's the only remaining active god. They've crumbled.
I'm fairly certain if you go and check the tapes, there are a lot of people expecting Chris G to be slightly a bit higher than 4th.
Oh, Chris? Oh, well, I mean, okay. You can't bet against him.
That's not a judgment. It's just a
Yeah.
comment. Continue. Who got 5th place?
Okay.
Lariat God.
Okay. Ugh. Lariat God Goomba from Georgia, who is the boy. That is like the lone wasteland warrior of Steam PC right now, and he is nasty. He's really good. He plays Sigma, Haggar, Soul, which is beastly devastating. He's got crazy set play. He will grind you out with insane health bars, and he's got the Lariat. His name is the Lariat God, so obviously you know he's slapping those 2 buttons. But speaking of which, he shared 5th place with Abik, who is definitely the I would say most people would expect if you say Haggar right now, you would say Abik. He's like the guy who's running it, and he plays
So
Dante.
Definition of a gatekeeper?
Oh yeah. Abik is.
There we go, locking people out of the top
Yeah.
4.
Oh yeah. I think Abik would love to be identified as a gatekeeper. I think that would satisfy like the way he behaves. He's a guy who will like purposefully go for ridiculous stuff. Always, no matter what. It doesn't matter. It's like if it will make the crowd go nuts, he's going for it. So that's like he's a guy you want to watch out for. And speaking of which, this was his first major appearance ever. Think about how many majors you had to go to before you got top 8. Think about how many majors you went to that were this stacked. And then think about my boy Emo Roar. 79. 7th place. Who is the Online Warriors #1 champion? So we breed champions. That's just a fact. We can just say that. I mean,
flex the brand right there.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Who shared 7th place with another Marvel's Capcom legend at this point, Noel Brown, who I would say is like some people's favorite to win these days. He plays Rocket Raccoon.
He's hella consistent.
Yeah, I was about to say his consistency level with Rocket Raccoon is insane. So
I believe he's Mr. Professional.
That is correct.
The title he goes by. So
I apologize, Mr. Brown. I mean Mr. Professional. Thank you for 7th place at Combo Breaker.
West Coast Noel Brown.
West Coast. That's a big shakeup. And
well, was he West Coast at that point? I think he moved.
No, he didn't move after.
Yeah.
But he is there now. And
so that was his last act as East Coast.
Is he NorCal?
No, Vegas.
Vegas. Oh, that's right. You think he gets Justin back in?
Please.
We can ask him.
He can
Honestly.
definitely.
We got a sleeper agent? Hello? We can oh my god, I didn't even think about that. Okay. Anyways. Shouts to him holding down 7th place. Is he the only Rocket Raccoon up there? I think he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's
so
interesting.
strange. I thought everyone was so sure that Rocket Raccoon is like he's the easy win character.
How did Punisher finish?
He got
Ninth?
He definitely made it out. Yeah.
He got tied for ninth.
Oh, who put him in losers?
He got put into losers by To Kill Sage 3-0.
Wow, To Kill Sage. Okay, and who eliminated him? Do you see that?
Yeah, it was Dual Kevin.
Oh my God. So that's
A lot of bad luck in the brackets.
wow. Man. Okay, so
Yeah.
he only lost to number 1 and number 2.
Yeah.
That's an important thing for Punisher, who we can't forget about, who's also probably.
Well, my whole point is not that Rocket Raccoon is bad and that there are going to be Rocket Raccoons at the top end of the bracket, but I'm just saying if we're talking Marvel 3 kind of era meta, it's like, oh, Zero's, he's pretty good, and top 8 is 0.
Free.
0, 0, 0, 0. So
Combo Breaker last year was 5-0 players.
Yeah.
If you guys remember
so
that.
it's really refreshing that's like, yeah, this character is real good, but it's like all of these characters are real good, and like nobody has this real clear domination at this point.
Well, we do owe that a little bit to the infancy. We are still early, so that's nice. You know, I remember, how long was it before Zero won a major? It was a couple years, right?
Like 2 years.
Yeah, it was pretty underdiscovered until
I think it was
Flocker. Right,
yeah.
Flocker did it. And then, I mean, from there...
It's hard to keep up.
It picked up, so... I mean, we're only a year in September, so that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. I mean, we'll talk about the meta and stuff later, but I feel like we're in a good place. I want to ask you guys a question. I'm going to kick this around the table. I haven't kicked it around the table in a minute. So I want to know, Jonas, who was your most impressive player of this top 8? The standout guy? Was there anybody that you're like, yeah, I knew this dude had it. Like, I knew this was still going to be it. Who is, like, your standout guy of the top 8?
Chris G.
Chris G.
Chris G.
Okay. Not okay.
He was actually doing some amazing stuff with Monster Hunter. I was like, oh my God. He just got hella unlucky. Like 3 times in the set, you know. At one point, he got the DP to, for the, kill combo or something like that. And Monster Hunter, I guess she aimed wrong and she just shot the other direction and he lost that game. I definitely think like Chris G, for me, maybe it's because I play Monster Hunter, but that was like Chris G versus Dual Kevin was by far my favorite set in the whole top 8.
Real quick, while I still have you on the Monster Hunter, since you are a Monster Hunter player and you brought up that character specifically, I consider her pretty strong. I'd say most people do. Do you think that like his, what he's able to show against, he doesn't play that much. We all know that. I mean, whether you believe Chris G is full BS or not, we know he's not like grinding. He's not labbing. Do you think like even his use of Monster Hunter shows that she's like one of those characters, like one of the top echelon characters?
So when we see Chris G play, right? He in every game, not just in Marvel Infinite, he barely ever wants to take like a real risk when he wants to open.
Non-committal.
Yeah, he does not commit, and Monster Hunter is great for that because he's just gonna do a block string into the hyper armor move, and then he's gonna tag Morrigan, and he's just gonna do whatever he needs to do. And the worst case scenario is that Morrigan gets grabbed, and if you get grabbed in Marvel Infinite, it's bad, but it's not like horrible, right? So I think as a support character, because I think she kind of sucks by herself.
Yeah.
Especially, I was talking about that with Chris G. I think she's kind of ass with space, like when she's alone. But definitely, as in support, she just makes Morrigan like a real threat, So I think she's definitely like up there, not by herself, but she makes any point character way better than what they actually are,
I would agree, and she feels like a similar role that Sigma does, I think, but she is so much more overwhelming the bully character.
The way I like to explain
it's nasty.
It is that I think she's like a tower defense game, She's slow,
yeah,
but she really holds her ground. Like she's not the character that's gonna open you up that easily, but you're not gonna open her up. Like if they have good reactions and stuff like that, you're dead,
Okay, I'm sorry. We're gonna act like fucking Demon Dash doesn't exist.
Yeah, I mean,
screw Demon Dash. That thing is the frame trap
dog,
like god of the world, because you have to press
I knew
something
Kyle
against
was
it,
gonna
or you're
bring
just
it up.
gonna hold it.
Okay,
Well,
to his point,
okay.
you're right.
She's definitely a support heavy, but I like is
Demon Dash is frustrating.
real good.
I think at one point, Ram, we were sitting next to each other when we were watching this. Didn't at one point Chris like do it just 3 times in a row and it hit every time?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I mean, at some point you just like, what do you do? I mean,
yeah, it's the worst. And I mean, I'm gonna like take a tangent. I was playing Clockwork in pools, and I know you gotta grab it to punish it, and he did it, and I grabbed, but because of like the perfect, like he was just slightly out of range, I got a heavy button, and he still hit me, and I was like,
and it's a
really?
huge risk to pull against a character like Monster Hunter, who is going to just smack you for fat damage.
That's the
Demon
part.
Dash
She
is
spends
okay.
all this time doing like Demon Dash, and then it's just like, oh, I'm just gonna frame trap you because you're trying to mash this throw.
Oh
Enjoy
my
your
God.
heamies. I've murdered you because my combos are ABC Baby Town easy, and they're gonna do
Yo,
okay,
what the
and they're
hell?
gonna
You
lead
watch
into
your
nonsense.
mouth? Freaking Gamora player.
Okay, but and she's got she got the meter reversal. Okay, she's really okay. Hold on, that was fantastic. I need this. Okay, we got 2 more of these that we got to bitch about. We got 2 more characters that we got to kick around the table and feel bad about. Kyle, I want to ask you, since you were the home spectator, is there any character or any player in this top 8 that you were like, holy crap, like that's what I needed to see out of this person?
Well, I mean, so anyone that follows the show knows that I'm a huge Dual Kevin fan.
Facts.
Anybody that has followed my Twitter recently knows that I picked up Hawkeye. So him having to run like twice as many matches throughout the entire.
Oh yeah, let's talk
and
about
being
cheap
this-
characters.
Yeah. No, Hawkeye. He's not cheap.
No, come on.
I mean,
Go ahead.
he's
Finish
a
your
supporting
sentence, bro.
character. I mean, he's not. It's what you do with the character that counts. Not that he has Rocket Raccoon, Crouch, Hurt Fox. He's got sword normals.
Oh
He's
my
got
God.
freaking every tool in the. Oh my God!
Okay.
Like I always knew that Hawkeye was good, but I never actually played him because I was like, whatever. You shoot and then you hop back and you shoot more stuff. That seems so lame. But like he has,
It's like a playground.
The 5-frame jab on, and then it's mash jab and like croucher standing. He's got like it's something like ridiculously fast. The forward light punch. He's got the shock and the up arrow tag. Like he's too.
Hold on. Before we let everybody else get pissed off, I just want to say the way I feel about Hawkeye is I played Hawkeye a little bit. Actually, you can go back and catch some really early footage of me playing against Chris G at Final Round like 2012, and I played Hawkeye against him in that set. And I played Hawkeye, Taskmaster, Arthur, and I was like, I wanted Hawkeye to feel like that, like he does now in Infinite back in 3. In 3, you had to really be like the shit, like Dual Kevin or Flocker to be like able to play that character with the galactic brain that you needed.
He's Dante good. Like I'm 100% serious. He's
Dude.
Dante good.
Okay, talk a little bit about Poison Arrow, because we saw Dual Kevin killing 10k characters in like a sequence. What is that about? I don't know exactly how it works.
So to the best of my knowledge, a single poison arrow is going to add about 1,000 damage to any combo. It doesn't affect the scaling. It never touches, since the damage in this game directly ties into the damage counter. Poison doesn't tick at that. So while you're doing the combo, you'll just see it drain away, but if you're in the lab, you won't see the damage tick up. So it's kind of hard to know what it does. And my understanding is that you can't stack it. It's only one at a time, and it's about 1,000 damage per. So the idea is to try and get as many arrows and have the longest damage combo possible. And so then you'll get like an extra 2,000 free damage for absolutely nothing, and you end with another one. So
or a level 3.
Right. It is literally. I think maybe it was Ram that had the analogy that it's the TAC Infinite of this game.
Oh yeah.
Just suddenly
I
things.
definitely didn't say that, but I'm gonna take credit for it.
I don't remember who it was. It was somebody in the chat had it, and I was like, haha, whatever. That's cute. But no, it was like super accurate.
Man. Okay, let me ask another follow-up question, and feel free anybody else to chime in on this, because you can go to my Twitter at KBKinderParty, check my media tab, and find my tier list where I say Hawkeye is a top 5 character. I actually have him at 4 on the tier list. Since I'm on the record, I can't back up off of that. Now I probably put him at 5, but 4 or 5, I think is pretty fair. I think he's top 5 character. You got Poison Arrow, which I don't know if it does 1,000. That sounds right. It does way too much. He can challenge any angle. The only character that like out projectile durabilities him is Winter Soldier, but even then he competes at like the vertical angle. He competes with Gimlet at any angle. Oh, you can tag out Gimlet, but like
Gimlet does suck a little bit. It's
got
not
weaknesses. But you couldn't tag off of it before, so the reward on it is massive. I mean, for just confirming combos or like it's so hard to leave food on the table.
And you get a full confirm off it if you get like an air confirm.
All right, Ram Bam, hold on.
It's still mad good.
Winter Soldier player.
Don't eat a Gimlet because that means you just don't know the matchup. That's all.
Well, sure. But okay, Winter Soldier player, you obviously play a character who plays a similar role, dumps a bunch of stuff on the screen as support. How do you feel about Hawkeye? Do you think he's top 5 material?
I think he's ridiculously good. There's other characters who I feel like battle for the top 5 spot. He's definitely my top 10 free.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of characters.
That's what every coward says.
Yeah, I'm a coward. Whatever.
Yeah.
But nah, I'd probably put him at 6th or 7th, probably.
Okay, 6 or 7. That's pretty strong. I mean, that's pretty high. Okay, Jonas, where do you put Hawkeye on the scales? And I mean, compared to Monster Hunter, they're 2 support characters, but they fill similar roles. Monster Hunter is a character that's supposed to be, known for this damage, and she is. And then you have this cheating fool Hawkeye, who's kind of cutting in on her gimmick. How do you feel about Hawkeye's placement?
I think Hawkeye wins right now because we don't know how to hold down a life lead. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's true.
Ship damage in this game is not a factor, right? And the one thing that he can do is just throw arrows at you, Space Stone, and that's literally only gonna hit you if you're trying to do something at that, right? So, do I think he's top 5? I'm gonna have to say yes, but not really. I know. I'm sorry to say that. But
I love this answer.
If we did a better job in fighting whoever's with Hawkeye, right? And we have a life lead and we're just chilling in our corner, we don't have a reason to be upset at whatever he's doing. But when we're losing and we see this guy throwing stuff at us,
all right,
we get desperate and we want to push that down. And that's why I think he just, the player matchup, he just annoys you until you die.
So let's, real quick, Kyle, I want to bring you back around full 360 on this because we're talking a lot about the character. And you brought him up, but you mentioned it was because of Dual Kevin's performance. You're talking about him right now. Jonas is talking about playing the person behind the character. Can you talk anything about Dual Kevin? What you saw out of him coming from losers bracket, actually winning the run back against Bane Hollow for the grand finals or for the losers finals appearance. How do you feel about Dual Kevin's performance at Combo Breaker?
So it's definitely it's the entire point I wanted to make when Jonas said I'm just gonna sit back, whatever, it's arrows, it doesn't matter, because that's honestly what Hawkeye players have trained everyone to think. It's oh, he's gonna try and drag me into this, but he has so many tools that convert and cover from huge ranges. He can frame trap so much nonsense. Go back and watch Dual Kevin, and he does so much just calm walk up throw, calm walk up low, calm walk up roll back into arrow. There's so much high level mind game crap that Hawkeye's tools forces you to respect.
But
the arrows are just
walk up throw and that stuff like that. That's something every character has. That's the player behind.
Right, but not every character gets ice arrow, poison arrow level 1, and then you're playing neutral and you're down 3k because you pressed a button when you weren't supposed to, or you let him. You were trying to throw or light punch.
Also, I mean, Dual Kevin had so many. I feel you 100%, Jonas. I'm with you. I think a lot of it has to come with patience in the matchup and understanding.
Way, while we're in this topic, I feel like I should mention he does beat a lot of characters, and I do think he beats Jeddah really badly.
Yeah, free.
At one point in the set, I think the Kill Sage activated space. Space box, right? And he couldn't get in. He couldn't capitalize on that activation. I think that was on the last half of the grand finals, right? Those are situations that I think, Hawkeye is really damn good, right? But overall, I'm with you. I'm with you guys. I mean, especially you, Kind of Party. He's just the guy behind, right? Dual Kevin, you gotta like realize he has Dante, so he can just throw arrows at you, tag, and then it's still a 50-50, right?
Yeah.
So he's a great support, right? But I feel like we're playing
Hawkeye. I literally think Hawkeye has every tool in the game.
Does.
Like before I played him, I thought he was good, but I thought it was because of DK. After playing him, I'm not a great player. Let me tell you, Hawkeye has like some really busted tools and really busted hitboxes on his stuff. He's super fast.
He's amazing.
He has an answer for everything. The only thing that you need to know is which button to press when, and it will all combo into massive damage for no reason.
I knew I would. Go ahead.
I was like, it's very rare that a character can combo off of like every throw, and he can combo off of forward throw, back throw, mid screen, corner, and into poison arrow, and that's like just damage that's gone.
That feels bad.
There's and it's even that, but there's almost nothing in neutral that he throws out that can't lead into a very easy full combo, full screen.
Or a retreat. He's so non-committal.
Yeah, he commits to nothing. He puts trash on the screen.
Also,
you guys are just focusing on his strengths, but why don't you? Also, you have to realize.
Well, that's why I don't put him in my top 10. I mean, in my top 5.
His mobility,
is kind of ass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You can trap him.
His first down game, he can grab you, but whose fault is that? You got grabbed, bro. Like seriously.
Well, but that's not the thing though. He has buttons at every range that beat the comparable button for other characters at that range. He has Dante Sword Normal with his arrow swipe that leads into a full combo. He's got one of the I think he's only behind a frame on his jab. What's the frame? The fastest jab in this game?
4.
Yeah, he's 5 frame jab, standing and crouching, and it's mashable. And if you wanted to mash it.
No, he's good.
At further ranges, he just gets to shoot regular arrows. Once people start worrying about reflecting stuff, he gets to shoot unreflectable arrows that lock you on the ground forever. Like, he really does. He is just any tool that you're like, man, I wish I had this one single tool because it would make my team super dope. Hawkeye's like, yes, of course I have that.
And like, Arthur sucks. Arthur sucks so bad. Whenever I started playing with Mango for Tango all the time, and I was like, oh my god, I was playing this stupid matchup, this whole like Arthur zoning versus Hawkeye zoning. I was like, this is some bullshit. Like, what are you talking about? All of his arrows are insane. All my projectiles can be knocked around or, like, forgotten about. I mean, you got gold armor. That's, like, the stuff. Gold armor is, like, 100% the juice. But
you're still wasting a meter, though. That sucks.
And you have to... The economy, like, is so weird because you have to get another meter to get back to silver, which is, like, don't fucking kill me territory. But, God... Hawkeye is...
Meter is so hard to get in this game that having Arthur is like
a liability.
It is a liability.
Yeah. It's
and you can play Mind Stone. Mind Stone. I don't know, but seriously.
That's the thing. There's a Japanese, and I wish I knew his name. There's a Japanese cat Hawkeye Mind Stone that does Mind Stoned into Poison Arrow, and he's still getting like 4 and 5K off of like unblockable command grabs. Like, but Hawkeye just kind of he doesn't really care about the rest of the rules that everyone has to play with. And I thought he was like this big brain, like cosmic brain. Dual Kevin is the reason why he's winning. I honestly believe almost anybody can pick up Hawkeye.
Don't worry, Static Alpha and I have been telling him that for months. I remember back at Versus, we had him like pinned in a corner like 2 bullies. Like we were about to really we're tired of losing to you. We're just gonna break your legs. And we were like,
on the character.
We were like, bro, you don't stop doing anything. You don't have to. You just like arrows back, like arrows jump, like arrows.
And he used to play Dante pre-patch too, right? Well, he still plays Dante, but pre-patch Dante, that was horrible,
Okay,
right?
Hold on, just in case, let's go ahead. Just in case Rambam wants to talk about a Dante player because you know he's whack like that. Let's just finish this off and let's talk with our boy Rambam.
I'm sorry, if he doesn't talk about the world's most inspiring Winter Soldier player, the young god Bane Hollow.
If he wants to be cool, he might do that. But let's go ahead and pass it to our boy Rambam. Same question to you, my friend. How do you feel about these guys? Who stood out to you the most?
I mean, because I watched a lot of his other matches, he didn't do so hot in top 8. But you gotta talk about Goomba.
Thank you.
He was like a rock star on stage. He was like creating so much hype, and unfortunately kind of got like mopped up by Kevin because it's just like that's just a bad matchup.
But the top 8 winner side was probably the best match of the top 8. Like his match against Bane Hollow.
He just like it's just created me like so much hype moments, and for me like I just wanted to watch something really fun at that moment in time. Like watch the Saltoy, and he just brought the heat, and he plays pretty smart. I played like a first of 3, and he beat me with him, and he just plays like pretty solid.
Yeah.
You know, and like yeah, he has Larry, and like you know that's kind of like I think that's like a real option that he has to flex if you're gonna play like Haggar, and knowing how to get around Winter Soldier, like that is a bad matchup.
That's hard. That's really
and
hard.
He had to flex Sigma so hard to like barely get through, but Goomba was so much fun to watch. And then yeah, it was just a lot of heart. It was just a lot of like super jump block, block. Okay, arc divide. Let's see if it works. And like 9 times out of 10, he caught Bane Hollow like committing to something or like trying to like zone, and like Sigma just bullies through him. And then eventually started get the mix up wheel like turning. Where he
oh
like,
yeah.
you know,
Oh,
I love watching. Like I hate the Haggar command grab like Oki. It's like the most terrifying thing in the world.
It's so stressful.
Wait, there's 2 Haggars in top 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What gives?
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a good point. There are 2 Haggars in top 8. I would say, I mean, Abik is probably known as the best Haggar.
But he beat Havoc.
He did.
Goomba beat Havoc.
I mean, okay, let's think about this. That match. Well,
did you watch it? Because you
yes,
weren't there.
I did go back and watch it. Maybe that match was the best match.
It was hilarious.
I ran into Hanto Gonzo, and he was up by the stream, you know, Illuminati guys up there at the front, and I bumped past him. Yeah, he was Nation, and I talked to him like super quickly, and I was like, yeah, I gotta go back to watch Marvel Top 8 or something like that, and he was like, it's really great when Haggar players, he's like when Haggar mirrors take 20 minutes and make our stream like 15 minutes late or some stupid shit like that. Like he made a remark about it, and I was like, oh, so that's what happened in that match? Because a lot of people were telling me like, oh, you gotta go watch those hilarious. But then I knew that it was a stalemate. I had to go watch it free. Like
it's the funniest thing ever.
Go watch Abbott versus Elite Goomba Lariat God. Who moved first? Who moved first? Does anybody even remember?
It's hard to remember. It's all like a flash of like they just like crouching.
They just sat there. Yeah. I mean, they're both such trolls too. You kind of have to be, right, at some level.
To play Lariat, you gotta be.
Real quick, how do we all feel about Haggar? I'll start with you, Jonas, since you play a similar kind of reversal themed character. We'll put it lightly. But well, you play 2 of them, dude. You can't even hide it. Like, come on. So let's see. How do you feel about the Lariat God? How do you feel about Haggar's role in the meta right now?
I'm so happy that he made top 8.
Yeah.
Because he plays like hella. The only word I can think of is original, right? Mm-hmm. He plays like his own game, right? So seeing him in top 8, and it makes sense. Haggar, he's a scary character, you know. I don't think he's like up there yet, but he just scares you into pressing a button or into jumping. He's definitely solid. Like most characters in the game are pretty solid. I don't know why there's 2 Haggars, and like, you know, I think this is an anomaly. I don't think we'll see that many Haggar players. You know, you pick him up, you're not gonna win for free. But he's definitely like sick. He's sick. And Lariat is like a full second of invincibility, right?
That's bad.
And that alone,
it's like
is worth it.
Yeah. Or something.
It's a long time, and even not just the invincibility frames, but the activity frames are like I don't know, twice as long as the invincible frames. So he's still going.
He's just the Lariat tool, you know. He's just invincibility tool. Hold this. I'm just gonna do whatever I want. You know?
And then he can invincible super after the Lariat. So it's like
exactly, yeah. It's like
classic.
He's definitely solid. I think a lot of people are sleeping on these like middle high tier characters. You know, like Haggar's up there. I think maybe I don't know.
Sigma,
Monster Hunter,
Captain America.
Captain America definitely. Captain America, but you know, those are all those characters that I'm not surprised to see them in the top 8. I'm surprised to see both of them, but I'm not surprised. Like for free, they're both godlike players, you know.
It's crazy, and you know we don't see the crazy. I think the meta's really special right now because we don't see the crazy sellout factor right now. I feel like at the stage of the game it's in, and if you're still playing like Infinite for real, like grinding it, then you probably have like an investment of some kind outside of like, you know, normal reason. Let's just say it. And it's like Team Affinity, probably pretty high up there. Like most people in this game can still get away with playing their stuff. You know, it's like there's not that many mirrors. There's not that many repeat characters anyways. And you can then switch up the stones, which is like a huge adjustment in your playstyle versus someone playing a different stone. So it's still in that area where you can play like this is mine, like, and feel like this is my team, you know.
And
that's really special.
Team, what I like about the game right now, your team is probably hella good.
No matter, it's ridiculous.
Like I could pick Captain America Ultron, and you can pick like Thanos. I don't know, Thanos, Spider-Man, and they're still like really decent teams. And if you're good enough, you will get far in the tournament. It's not like, of course, there's the matchup. There's matchups in this game, obviously, but it's not a huge factor. Like, oh, I'm gonna lose to like a Haggar player free.
Yeah.
You know, that's not gonna happen. Not yet.
That's owed partly, I think, number one to the no chip damage, because you know in 3, you could play the funniest fun squad buddy team you ever loved. But
and then Zero puts on Sagenbu.
Yeah, or Morgan is doing this, and you're dead in like 10 seconds. So,
oh man,
good but that don't happen in this game. And also the tag, like the tag being able to say like
everyone has a decent offense. Like,
yeah, overhead tag, like hard to blockable. Like there's so many ghetto ways to piece that offense together. It just works. It's really, and then the stones are so powerful. You can find some weakness.
I hate to bring this up, but I was talking with a friend earlier about this, and he's like, "Oh, I just wish this game would get patched or something." I'm like, "No. The game right now is amazing.
It's really good.
As a fighting game, you know, the balance is there. The meta is
great,
hella rich right now, right? And almost everything is viable. Like, I don't want Capcom to touch this game, like, for real.
I would love to see more characters.
I would love to
see
more characters. I don't want to see a balance patch, like, for real. Like,
I feel like the only trick to seeing more characters is just more players. Like,
say it, bro. Say it again.
Frank West, and like, you know, Frank West is horrible, but I've been seeing a lot of Japanese players and stuff that like Fizzy Cups Friedman's been working on. Where like doing zombies, set up the camera, and like doing all this hype stuff with these characters that like everyone thinks are these ass horrible boring things that just like their tools didn't get explored, and we didn't understand how powerful this engine is for creativity.
Bro, shout out to my boy the Stuco, who is garbage, but will definitely trash. Get in the in the junk drawer, Stu. I will see you right after this episode is done recording, but he will show you some stuff with like...
He has some dope combos on Twitter.
Oh my god. He is a genius brain when it comes to the tech that he finds, and he's getting there. Like, he's actually getting there. He just needs to find a team. Stu, chill, bro. Find something. Just relax.
Stop playing Power Stone.
Stop.
Stu, your Dormammu sucks.
And I really hope that it's Ryu, Venom...
Dude, please play Ryu. If you have one request from me... don't do that. Don't listen to them. But anyways, Combo Breaker was insane, but we're not quite done. Let's talk about it real quick because we have to. No, actually, it was actually dope. Marvel 3 top 8. Marvel 3 also had a like 65-man bracket. I commented that with Persia for the first half. That was crazy. Angelic, first place. We're about to talk about him in a minute for Undefeated. But Angelic actually took first place over, I would say, the favorite of the tournament, Joey D, who's only the favorite because he actually was still playing a little bit and still lost. So, what's up, Joey? What's up, Joey? And in third place...
I know you suck.
Man, there was one point in this tournament where it was like 7-0 matches in a row, and I was
they kept putting me on stream, and I was like, come on, guys.
That's right.
You're
a part of the problem. Speaking of 0, 3rd place Ned. Speaking of 0, 4th place Flux. 5th place I'm a shirtless baby / Aries / the most handsome man in the Tar Pit Club.
Oh my God.
Steamy.
Keep going.
We need a calendar, frankly. But anyways, 7th place Shogun, and I skipped over Aries and Escalante. Escalante also had 5th place. Who was actually playing super godlike. Escalante was looking really nice. He lost to Joey, I believe, 3-0. He had a lot of momentum, but Joey just like loses bracket. It was crazy. 7th place Shogun and Darren, Air Dash Club. So the man throwing the tournament.
No, but Darren, that was no life. That was no life.
Oh, even better. Another 0.
So check it out.
Oh, wow.
If we want to see it as in a like analyzing perspective, is the meta like Wolverine won technically a major, right?
Well, he was getting bodied until he switched to Virgil.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm. He switched out. He switched out Dormammu for Virgil, so he's playing Wolverine, Virgil, Shuma.
No, but he's still playing Wolverine.
Oh yeah, free. Yeah.
When's the last time Wolverine won a major?
Well, okay. Here's Wolverine. Wolverine's godlike character, but when everybody's like on their stuff, like super practice, you can't touch. You can't touch it. Yeah. In the slop, in the mud, in the sloppy meta. Oh yeah, Wolverine's a god.
Meta is de-evolving because definitely Wolverine late Marvel wasn't winning any major.
Oh yeah, I could zone out. Like I could play like the most godlike Wolverine player, and I'm gonna zone you out so badly.
Awful. It was awful.
And then we got like that's 4 zeros, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, Shogun, he plays Wesker still, right?
Yeah, he plays Wesker.
So the meta is still de-evolving. We see a Wesker.
Hey, don't you dare sleep on Shogun like that. That dude is a monster.
Shogun,
and Sentinel made top 8.
Shogun bodies me, but
step up.
Yeah, Shogun beat me too.
For real.
I beat Shogun at Evo, and I was so happy. I was sweating. I hate Wolverine versus Wesker. I know that's supposed to be good for me. Once he slips out, this teleport.
Wolverine is just mad. Like his Wesker is just mad good. Like
he's explosive.
So fast, I know, right?
He'll snatch you up. You go to sleep for a second, you're grabbed. It was
like Wesker.
It's nasty.
Doom, I want to say.
No, Dormammu.
Oh my god, yeah, he plays Amy.
Yeah, he does play Amy. Shout out to Shogun, you're sick. Shout out to all the 0 players. You bums lost to Wolverine. What are you doing with your lives? All you have to do is walk away. Close your eyes. Turn away. Put on Sogenmu, bro.
It's a very easy matchup.
They lost to Shuma too.
Wait, who'd you lose to, Bram Bam?
I lost to Shogun and Charlemagne.
You lost to Charles? You lost to Atlanta Charles?
Yeah, I messed. Dude, there was some goofy stuff happening that set.
Yo, let's go, Charlemagne. Shouts to the dude.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if he lives in Atlanta, but he's Georgia. He's definitely Georgia. So.
Yeah. That was a fun set.
I think Charlemagne's like Atlanta proper.
Yeah, he's. I mean, he goes to all the stuff and he rolls with the crew. So, wow, damn, that game's sick. Marvel 3 is kind of sick.
Definitely.
But
I feel like the meta right now.
I don't want to rain on anyone's parade.
And don't say a single word. Don't say a word.
I mean,
where's X23? Let's
Yeah, that's the thing is like I can't even pretend to play Arthur in that game. Not anymore. I mean, it's so bad.
I can't play Dante. I knew in all the games that I played, if I lost my Zero, my Doom, I knew I was gonna lose because I was incapable of making Dante comebacks anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, well, that never changed. So
my Dante.
Anyways, so that was Combo Breaker 2018. Definitely incredible tournament. Please go find those VODs and uploads. Again, BG Callisto streamed the top 24 feed. Wait, did he do pools?
I don't know.
Because we had like.
I want to say no.
I'll put that.
Panda did pools in top 8.
Yeah, Panda did pools. That's right.
That's great. So look at Panda X Gaming for pools and the top 8 action. Again, the top 8 was insane.
Yeah, it's all on YouTube at this point.
It's up, and then
Matchstick Melee.
Matchstick Melee for Marvel 3. That's right.
Yeah.
They did get those uploaded. I found that. So Shout out
Except
to
they uploaded my set with K-Brad and it's only 21 seconds long. I was
Oh
like,
my god.
I wanted to watch it.
Oh my god.
I mean, when once you know what's gonna happen in the match, just
that was crazy good. You won that, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, it was close. It was super cool. Anyways, let's look ahead. Combo Breaker was insane, but it's not the end of the road. We've got a lot of events ahead, especially Undefeated, which is traditionally a huge Marvel vs. Capcom event.
The Marvel Capcom event.
The
Facts.
versus fighter event, period. It's really like, in the same vein of a season's beatings. It's got that kind of feel. So that actually is happening on June 16th through the 17th in Phoenix, Arizona. That's hosted by the community's own AZ Angelic. The Marvel 3 Combo Breaker 2018 champion will be hosting a tournament in Phoenix, Arizona. How many years has this been now? 2 years? 3 years?
This is the third or fourth year. This is the third year.
Third year. I do believe it's the third year. And
actually, it's fourth.
I think it's the fourth because the first one it was called Undefeated of the West.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Well,
because there's that one, then the one that Ryan Elvey made his first appearance but didn't win, and
that's
then
right.
Ryan Elvey won the third one, which I was at, and then
that's right.
This is the fourth one.
So this is the
God,
fourth.
Nerd.
This is crazy.
You ever think about how much of your brain you're using up to know that
Dude.
Joe Schmo from Vegas, who was this real dope, nice kid, played Chun-Li, rocking this video game tournament life.
Bro, those L's are burned in my brain forever.
Yeah.
I'll never forget those L's.
Nope.
Sad.
Back in my day, we used a lot more X Factor, but
back in my day, DHC glitch was popping.
Oh my god, DHC glitch. Boy, we escaped a really dark timeline. Okay, so Infinite never got a pause. Real quick, Infinite never got a Ultimate update so far. In that same vein that Marvel 3 did. If we were in the situation we are in now with Marvel 3, then that franchise would be super dead. Like, the vanilla Marvel 3
was hot.
I feel like we got the balance patch that we needed. I could enjoy this game.
Oh, all the quality of life stuff.
Through the rest of its lifespan.
Remember the bumping cards? Remember the spectator lobbies where it was just the cards?
Oh, I remember that.
Oh yeah.
Well, right, but we already have some of the dopest lobbies and
You're talking about Infinite.
Yeah, I'm talking about Infinite now. Yeah.
Right. So why I think that we already have a lot of those quality of life things that we got from Ultimate.
Yeah.
And I think that the balance patch was what made the meta where it's at and made the game good.
Definitely.
Because before it was Marvel, but
Rest in peace, Spider-Man. I'm trying to bring you back. Me and my boy Airborne. We're trying to see what we can do.
Man. Coming at you.
coming at you.
Reality stuff.
Anyways, unpause. Undefeated 2018 will be streamed on twitch.tv/azangelic. This is the 4th year running. If you went to Combo Breaker and you were satisfied with timeliness,
your Marvel care,
with feeling like you were treated well, you had a good Marvel vs. Capcom experience. I know this is a 2 weeks out event, but y'all are all last minute as hell anyways. It's the summer. Go. If you want to have another, first of all, I would love to go. I literally can't leave my house for a while. Well, I can't leave my house, but I can't take time off. You're gonna have that same vibe you had at Combo Breaker. You're gonna see crazy good players. I think, did they have a 24-hour venue this year? I do believe they do.
Or near 24 hours.
You're gonna play a lot. You're gonna play a ton, and it's not just Marvel vs. Capcom.
Godlike.
Yeah, they've got DBZ, they've got Street Fighter, they've got Guilty Gear, they've got other games.
Smash Melee. We got Smash 4. Because I know his Misfits people are joining.
That's right.
Competing.
That's right. Misfits will be in attendance. So this is run by the community for the community. This is a choice event. If you're thinking man, I had a great time at Combo Breaker. I want to find another event I can go to this summer, have a good time. It's in Phoenix, Arizona, dope city. Just go. It's gonna be an awesome time. Undefeated is always produced legendary, content for us. And I think, didn't Angelic almost win one, or did he actually win one?
Okay, so no, he got 3rd place or 2nd place last year.
Oh, he almost Shang Tsung'd his own like tournament.
Yeah, he almost beat Ryan LV. I think he beat Chris G, and then had to.
That's right, Ryan.
Had to fight Ryan, and then couldn't do it.
He did beat Chris though. Wow.
I don't know, like with the way that tournaments are starting to run now, at some point, like you win the tournament, you have to run the tournament
Oh, yeah.
Cool the shade. Cool the shade. What was with that? What was with that?
He's just hot. It's just
that was weird. Anyways, that was weird. And why'd they do that? The day of they tweeted that out. That was dirty. That was dirty.
The memes were hot though. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, sure. But anyways, Undefeated. Has anybody been to Undefeated? You went, Ram Bam?
I went last year.
Ray,
a lot of fun.
Ray, did you go?
That's way too far from me. Sorry.
Yeah, that is a stretch.
Maybe in the future, but right now I can't.
You're free.
No,
You're free.
It's a lot of fun. I know they're at a different venue this year, but the venue last year was at a barcade, and it was tight.
How was it? Like, how was your experience? Because I know this year they're going for a similar vibe, but it's like literally, I think it's as close to 24 hours as it could get.
Yeah, so I know it's gonna be a different venue, so it's not gonna be the same barcade. But my experience, so I got to crash with Reed Man, and
Yeah, I want to say, the main reason I really want to go to Undefeated is just that the Arizona community is kind of sick.
It's super rich.
Super nice.
Like not just the Arizona community, but the people that will go to Undefeated. We're talking.
It's a wholesome crew.
Yeah, it's a wholesome crew. It's like
Las Vegas, SoCal.
Las Vegas, Ninja Nam. It's like Nice is probably gonna go. Like.
Oh, nice.
Good competition. I think is Clockwork gonna go?
Yeah, Clockwork will be there, I'm sure.
It's gonna be.
Has anybody heard from Ryan LV recently?
That dude is asleep.
He's asleep.
That dude is still speedrunning Resident Evil 3 to this day. He's in there smashing his games right now.
I just want like a coffin to drop from the ceiling, and like Ryan LV burst out.
I'm so mad because he looked so good in Infinite.
Out of the
he was. He got third place.
He looks so good at Infinite with some.
He got third place by not barely playing the game.
Yeah,
barely playing.
Chun-Li Morgan.
Chun-Li Morgan reality.
That was great.
Like
reality was really good.
I want to see Ruin come back. Where you at, Ruin? Where you at, Ruin? You old bum. He ain't watching this. He ain't watching this. Someone clip this and tag Ruin. I'll do that. No, I won't. I won't do that. I hate you, Ruin. But anyways. That whole area, they travel so much with each other and they play with each other so much. It's like they're a good squad. Shouts to I Heart Justice.
Yeah.
I had some players right now. Who we got? Kyle P's going. I haven't seen that dude in a minute. Ninja
Nam.
Frankie G.
Jabril is going.
Oh, I haven't seen her.
They've been playing Infinite. Yeah,
they play hard.
That's crazy. Wow. I hope he wins.
Is Kyle P still playing
Yes.
Marvel?
No, he's playing Jetta
Spencer, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I know.
It's such an ugly team.
Yeah, it's ugly.
What is it?
What else is
I know Ketsui Storm, who's like a online.
Oh, Ketsui's going.
Yeah,
he's going.
He's gonna make top 8.
Morgan,
yeah.
I just played with him the other day. That was crazy.
Oh, you're right, Space Stone.
He's really good.
Sigma. He got some hot tech and hot combos from Morgan.
So. I had not played against a Morgan like that before. He was
super optimized.
Dude, online, like doing crazy long bread and butters that I didn't know existed. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hot. Very hot. Shouts to him.
Ketsui loves that jump shell kick a little too much. Even a stand block, and it's like, oh, that's cool lockdown. But then Sigma comes out, and it's like, oh, that's cool more lockdown.
Yeah, but he does that like it goes high and he drops down
so much. Yeah.
Hot. Anyways, go to Undefeated. If you've got the schedule open, fill it right now. Like, there's no reason to wait. It's definitely a done lit event. So, I'm going to take a little break. We're going to run a quick little ad break here for our good friends. We've got some people who are supporters of the show. We're not going to, shill mattresses or toilets or anything like that, but we will.
Whatever. Oh. I will gladly. I need a new toilet in my house.
Mr. Real Estate.
If you need someone to shill some toilets in the world of Marvel vs. Capcom,
Merkel needs a toilet sponsor.
At Merkel999X is your boy. Come see me, the Toilet King, Merkel999X. Thank you.
But if you're the Toilet King, if you're trying to go to a dope Marvel vs. Capcom 3 event, this is supporting Marvel vs. Capcom 3 in the most finite way imaginable. This is the same guy who brought you Versus, the same guy who brought you the side tournament at Combo Breaker, Reflex LA. This is going to be August 18th at Super Arcade. This is a Marvel 3 tournament. Let me get close to the mic so you can hear me one more time. Marvel 3 tournament at Super Arcade in 2018. How long has it been?
It's been maybe possibly 6 years.
When was the run back? It was like 2013, 2012.
I used to watch that
every night.
Thursday.
Every night. So you were talking.
I ran up to 3 a.m. and I was just.
Too much, man.
You want to go to where
that temporal vortex to get back on the right timeline. You have to go to this tournament to save Marvel. It's
Infrit? We need Infrit back? Is that what?
Yeah.
Anyways, shout outs to Super Arcade hosting this event, and this is going to be hosted in partnership with K-Brad, Mr. Marvel 3 himself right now. Yeah, that dude.
K-Brad's the homie.
That dude is definitely looking out for some Marvel vs. Capcom. So if you're feeding, again, you want to do something for your late summer, you want to get out, enjoy yourself, go to Reflex LA, man. Enjoy yourself. And shout outs to the Tar Pit Club. This is actually like one of the premier supporters of Midwest Marvel right now. There are at the events, he supports players, supports Abic, me, Aries, a whole bunch of boys, and he's got sick gaming social apparel. So it's like cool stuff, but you can like wear it outside and not feel like you're always wearing a graphic tee.
Oh yeah,
it's like you can.
It's good.
You know what I'm saying?
Power level.
Yeah, it's like it's hide your power level. Wow.
That's
bars.
a tagline.
Yeah. Bars.
Tell Travis to hold that one. Hide
Bars.
your power level.
Bars. Okay, so also supreme quality. I'm not sure where this dude works at. Actually, I do know, but I don't want to just blow him up like that. But it's nice, and he's got good clothes that feel good on your body. You're not gonna, it's not gonna rub off the decal in like a week or whatever. He's got beanies. He's got stickers. I mean, this dude is definitely running some fire fits right now. So
yeah, this guy is doing us a favor. He's doing us a favor by giving us like stylish as fuck, apparel and stuff. And I'm sorry, I hate going out with my Online Warriors shirt going to the mall, and people are like, "What the hell is that?" No, I'm going with my J. Dilla Changed My Life shirt.
Go a little low key.
I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
But
shouts to Online Warriors, which is a dope design and a dope brand, and also you can support them too. Hit me up on Twitter at KB Kinder Party. Actually, just wait. Actually, we're here now. We're at the Marvel Lives updates because we got a lot.
We have arrived
to tell you.
Wait. Before we do that, can I interject? Because I feel like there was two things, and we're gonna go back to the previous topic.
Go ahead.
Talk about two things.
Let's do it now.
We didn't talk about it. There's two important matches that we did not talk about throughout the tournament that tell like a really important story.
Okay.
First of all, we sort of hinted at it, but we didn't talk about the Bane Hollow Dual Kevin.
Oh yeah.
We skipped that, and Dual Kevin lost at winners finals of his pool. Started in top 24 in losers, beat Cloud 805.
Wait, he lost 3-0.
He lost 3-0 to Bane Hollow. He got mopped.
Yeah. That was on stream. That was on stream. Go watch it.
Got mopped. Then he starts in top 24. Beats Cloud 805 3-0.
Wow.
Beats Joey D 3-0. Beats Punisher.
Wow.
Then beats Noel Brown.
Wow.
Then beats Goomba. Then beats Chris G to finally make it back to Bane Hollow to beat him 3-1 in the most like epic storyline.
Wow.
Like I'm coming for your head and I'm gonna kill you, and he did it.
And you know what's crazy? The comeback against the Kill Sage too, to win the tournament.
Yes, ridiculous. And then he wins the tournament. He beats the Kill Sage in 2 sets, 3-0 and 3-1. Wow. So like my man was on fire. But
3-2 the first one though, right?
Oh, was it? I'm just reading off the smash.
It was 2-2, and then he won 3-2, and then I think it was 3-1 on the reset.
Oh, okay. That's an error on the Smash GG then.
Wow. And what was the other match?
Absolutely a masterclass. If you want to learn how to play Hawkeye, just go and just put that shit on repeat and just watch it.
But it was a beautiful
he
moment
is so smart
to watch Dual Kevin beat Bane Hollow. And I just knew the fire in his eye. You never see.
Oh, he's a pop-off.
You don't see him, and it was a subtle chair smack, talking trash to himself, and I was just like, oh, Kevin was mad. Yeah. He's never mad, and it was crazy. And, Bane Hollow was kept it cool, and they shook hands.
No, he did not. The first thing he jumps to the audience, the most lame-ass line I've ever heard after a tournament, and he's like, "If only I picked Space Stone, I would have won."
Oh my god.
Man, what are you talking about? What are you actually talking about? But yeah, that happened. Yeah.
I don't know anything about that. That's funny, but
Not surprised.
But impressed. I'm genuinely impressed with Duel Kevin. The second match, because it has years of lore, is Noel Brown versus Avic.
Oh my god! Oh no, I forgot.
And this was an off-stream match, but iMatch Buttons recorded it, and you can find the match, an off-stream recording of it. But like the lore of
What's the lore?
Are you familiar with the?
I'm familiar with Crying Brian, but
yes,
Noel isn't in that video though.
No, he lost the money match to Noel in that video.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, that
was that on purpose? What the heck?
It's not on purpose.
You don't know what happened, but like he beat Noel in pools to make it out in winners, which is crazy. And Apic was just like stunned, and you can tell like by his Twitter, this is like a moment that he's been like waiting for his like life to like finally beat the person that like made him infamous.
That's amazing.
Just, like,
that's
amazing. Break that curse. Good shit, man.
Apic is like the come up story, right?
Yeah.
From rags to riches. Like this guy, like he was Crying Brian, and now he's like up there, and he's like
he's not that. He's Apic, right? You only call him like
Apic.
He was. Now he's Avic or whatever. He used to be Arbok too, right? Now, anyway, he's
a monster.
Like, I didn't know that. I'm actually like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like,
flabbergasted.
No, like inspired. I'm inspired. Like,
I'm definitely inspired.
And
have you played him?
What?
Have you played him?
I played him. It was like a really close set. I didn't play him in tournament, but I did play him. He's great. Like he actually he ate this game. Like you can tell. Like he really went in hard. I'm happy for him.
I got to go to a couple. I got to go to Versus, and I got to go to Naptown. And I got to hang out with Apic a good bit at both. And 2 times he showed me that he is also godlike in so many other games that you will not even imagine.
Naruto, like Ninja Storm or something. He is just like ridiculous at it.
That game was where he made his money and where he cut his teeth. But he's also the Mugen auction tournament champion of Combo Breaker 2018, and he won like $1,200. So he's one of he's one of the bigger purses of the weekend.
I call him 4chan. That's what I call him.
Bro, he plays all those memey, like, crazy poo-poo games. And
that you'll find in forums.
Bro,
and now his latest edition is Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Oh! He showed me, like, a Tekken card game that he would, like, grinded ladder on, and it's, like, discontinued. And it was, like, super crazy, confusing, and, like...
That was a really good game. I played that. It's actually really good.
Well, he was godlike. He was really, like, crazy into
it. So that's all I wanted to bring up, because I feel like that deserved, like, at least, like, there had to be, like, an asterisk to those 2 matches.
Thank you. That was a good... Yeah, that was a good... Yeah. That was perfect timing to wrap up the ad break. That was...
I think that we missed one other point.
Uh-oh.
And it was the fact that you have the words Online Warriors on your shirt, and CB was kind of this huge first tournament for a lot of these, like, quote-unquote online warriors. And I think it's kind of bizarre the relationship that word used to have was like such a bad thing to have. Like you didn't want to be an online warrior because you were a scrub. You got away with like all this crap. But these are people that are pulling like top 8 wins, and you could just go on to like the Marvel Discord and be like, hey, looking for match. I'm like, hey, let's play. Like they hit everyone's stream up. They play with your lobby. Like it's so cool that the community is that strong and that accessible, even outside of the tournament world now.
Yeah, because the netcode is pretty solid, man. The netcode is solid.
It is interesting to see what Marvel players do with the netcode. It's, I mean, compared to what we had before, it's a dream. And then shout outs to Goomba again, who puts his money where his mouth is in both sides of the ball. He plays online and he goes to his locals.
Yeah.
He's like fights for Marvel to get stream time at his locals. He's like a warrior. Dog. Shout outs to Larry God.
Yeah.
Damn. Right. That's the boys. Anyways, let's talk a little bit about us. Let's get greedy for a second. Let's talk about what we got going on, because I mentioned this briefly at the top of the episode, but it's been a while since you've seen me. It's been a while since I've seen you guys. Actually, I have not had Ram Bam. I've not had you as a cast member. You were a guest before. We did talk about that. But since you and Benjamin Airborne have even joined the show, I have not been a host. So it's been a while, and I'm glad to be back. But, nothing has actually changed about my schedule. Nothing. I still work evening shifts, 2 to 10:30, every day of the week. Sam is grinding harder than she's ever been, at her gigs, her commentary, her content, doing her thing. And her laptop's also not getting any newer on its own.
Actively aging at like 2 or 3 times the speed of anyone else's.
It's picking up dog years.
Right.
Yeah, it's she's a warrior in her own right, and then we know that, and she's held it down for us, but it's time to give her some relief. So we thought, how can we knock all these birds out with one stone?
And the answer was a very complex set of pulleys. KP looked like he's moving. He's actually asleep right now because it's still just working 24 hours.
It's like a Weekend at Bernie situation. They just kind of like prop me up, and it's like, hey, Marvel is, right? And,
I mean, we just put an Online Warrior shirt and just like make you tap it once in a while. Like nobody questions it. It's so beautiful.
There's just another white guy with the same haircut, same glasses, whatever. Be fine. But no, seriously. The show's called Marvel Live, and we're not live. So, it's not... I'm going to be honest. I was upset about it at first. I was like, it's so great to have the live audience, to talk to them, to be on the stream chat with them. But honestly, it was really awesome for a really long time. We've been doing the show for almost 3 years in September. Think about that, guys. That's crazy for a podcast. And, we've always struggled with certain parts of consistency and also product improvement, ways to get you guys to communicate with us, ways for us to communicate with you outside of the cast, and to do that, we are going to move to a recorded format. So, episodes will be released on Tuesdays still. For now, once every other week. This format actually provides us the luxury to amp that up as we need to. If, something's going on, we can get together and record this. Marvel Live will now be Marvel Lives. I know that's a hard transition for you guys. I know that's such a hard transition for all of us. The Twitter is already called Marvel Lives. My PS4, my PSN that you join on Online Warriors is already called Marvel Lives. Half of you already call it Marvel Lives when I talk to you in person. Anyways, you're like, oh, Marvel Lives is so good last night. Like, damn, that was so cool. I'm so glad you guys do that. So really...
Also, that means we no longer, when you search Marvel Live, it comes up with that bizarre Marvel stage show.
Yes.
I don't know if Marvel Lives pulls up anything. It might be worse.
It doesn't. But... No, it's much better. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. Marvel Live, actually, there is a live stage show, Marvel Universe Live, that Marvel puts on. And
Oh dear.
Every now and then we get tweets to the @MarvelLives account. It's like a mom and her kids, and she's like @MarvelLives.
America is like Marvel Lives.
And in the background, like Iron Man's like jumping off on a dirt bike and like jumping through like a flaming poop of fire. So.
And he's still better than any Marvel vs. Capcom iteration of Iron Man.
No, hey, chill. You haven't played J360 yet. That dude's nasty.
Right.
But anyways, small change overall. We're pretty much going to be the same show overall. Much improved in many ways. All those times that we said, oh, we'll take care of that in editing. Oh, hey, we actually do that now. We actually, whenever you tune in live and we're dealing with our internet problems for 15 minutes, that's not going to happen anymore. You just tune in and get to hear all about, how much we all are salty about Hawkeye and how salty we are about Wolverine winning Marvel 3, and just enjoy all the perks.
I think it's super important that everyone knows that we're still going to have that 15 to 30 minutes of technical difficulties every pre-recording. So trust that it's there. You just don't have to wait for it.
Exactly. You just don't have to deal with all the suffering that we inflict on ourselves. And that's really, that's what it's about, improving the product. But bonuses. There's other bonuses. Sound-only option. Guys have been asking for that for a long time. You want to listen to it in the car on the way to work. You want to listen to it while you're running, whatever. All these scenarios are just invented for you. We have that option now. We're going to be able to put an audio-only rip onto SoundCloud so you can take Marvel Live, on the run, whatever you got to do. You got an hour and 30 minutes to kill. we're right there for you. And that's something that a lot of people have actually been asking for a pretty good long time. And this format also makes it much easier for us to do that, get you a clean audio feed. It's hard to upload a stream that has, breaks in it, connectivity or whatever. It's just very difficult. So now, we can have our guests on, make sure their internet's working before they die, 10 minutes into the episode. And, it's just, hopefully we'll provide a much cleaner experience. And that's my grand apology for adding an S onto the end of Marvel Live. So, again, if you didn't catch us live on Tuesday nights, first and third. Damn, it's gonna suck not saying that anymore. Live Tuesday nights, first and third Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, on Twitch on Team Spooky. But now it's just much easier to say Marvel lives on Team Spooky, because that's gonna be a fact. It's not just Marvel Live coming back.
Well, but I mean, new shows released first and third Tuesdays. I mean, we're not. It's gonna be, and the thing is you're gonna have a much better guarantee that you are gonna get a new show for not maybe Thursday because people are available then. But it never works out, and so it's gonna be dope.
Yeah, and we're not just stopping there. We've been very careful about our approach. Let's real wrap for this real quick. The excitement around Infinite lately has been crazy. It's not meme related. It's not forced. It's nothing other than that people just seem to really be enjoying this game right now in a good, positive light, and the hate has kind of blown off. For whatever reason, it's moved on, or people are just over it.
There's been like 3 new games to hate on since then. I think we're finally out of the umbrella of hate.
Yeah, we understand how the FGC wheel keeps moving, and right now things are looking really great. I'm very happy for the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite community. I'm so excited to be back doing things like this podcast with my friends, and doing things other projects as well. I'm not the only one who's excited to make content. Everybody in this call right now is working on something. Airborne, he's the one who presented you the top 10 player sheet. He wanted to update it before this show so we could get you another update on his rankings after Combo Breaker, but we'll get that to you next time. He's spending the weekend at Colossal Con, so shouts to him. He's holding it down. But we wanna be able to build a platform to stay in touch with you guys, keep content coming, and to keep up with us as well. And we will have a Patreon service. The Patreon is not, it's definitely an A moment. It's also something that we've talked about for a long time. We never felt...
A long time.
Yeah, I think, Kyle, you were honestly the first person who probably even brought it up like a good long time ago. And personally, as a host, I never wanted to do it because the show alone... We've always been able to just go through this Team Spooky, quick, easy upload process, and it goes to YouTube, and you guys love it, we love it. There's problems with it, but it's fun, and that's great. But this format, this traditional format, we really want to improve this for you guys. We want to bring new things to you, play with new things, even do more shows. And to do that, we do need a way to stay in touch with you guys. The Patreon will offer tiers of support if you'd like to give to us to help to with various projects. Kinder's Garden will be rebooting soon as well. I'm lucky that my sponsor is still 100% down on that, so I'm not going to announce who it is yet because we haven't finalized it because we need to find dates, but it's pretty much ready, and I'm excited. I'm overwhelmingly excited. We've got some other bonuses for that as well. So Kinder's Garden is going to upload to YouTube, and in addition to the live stream content that we have, and we have even more. Persia, I think, did she show a preview of what she's been working on for the Bible yet? Has
Several times, yeah.
She's definitely
a small thing, yeah.
She's got a lot done, but there's still a whole lot more to do. But we're volunteer folks, but we want to do this.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
For the people that don't know, Persia's making basically do you guys remember the Marvel 3 strategy guide? She's basically making that for Marvel Infinite.
Digitally.
Digitally, complete with the graphics and pages flipping, and character specialists will be able to contribute to their character's page. It's gonna be a really well-made community effort. Let's say, it's a great idea that I think it will only benefit the community.
This is something that we talked about a lot, you know, on the ending years of Marvel 3, where we kept saying, like, you know, year 5, year 6, we were like, gosh, if only we had the Smash documentary that had all that stuff, or if only we had, you know, the Smash wiki, or like we kept thinking of all these resources that already existed, or like even if we had the Bible, you know, because both of them were so good, the strategy guides for Marvel 3 and Ultimate, they were both so good, but if they weren't online, you know, it's not easy to share around or reference. Of course, they also just stopped selling them.
They went outdated real quick too.
And they were not.
Some information was outdated or like wrong.
Sus. Yeah, they had some great people working on those, and they were great starting tools. Clockwork, Bucktooth, if y'all remember him, that dude was a nasty Ibuki in Street Fighter 4. But yeah, there was you know, if only we had started sooner feeling. So this is our effort to start it now. We've got a great template to, you know, keep these things going. The Patreon is not just Marvel Live, it's not just Kindergarten, it's not just, you know, the stuff that goes to YouTube. It's going to be... We've never had a website either. You know, we've never had like a way that we can say, like, this is something that we're working on. What do you think? Or, you know, like, this is something that, you know, we would like to know more about. Can you guys get to us? The Patreon is going to be a place that you could bookmark and say, like, okay, what's going on? Oh, they've got, you know, a new post. This is what they're working on. There's going to be special incentives to subbing to the Patreon. There's a lot of incentive to this, and we're really excited about it. That's the most important thing. This is really not changing much, I would say, outside of it's just another way to get the foot on the gas pedal. And it's to do it in an organized way that keeps us, you know, responsible to you guys, keeps us involved with you guys, provide some transparency to what we're working on, what we want to work on, and yeah, keep the wheels moving, you know. Burnout's a thing, personnel problems. It's hard to get people who all have adult lives all together to get, you know, for that Tuesday night. It's difficult, but we're really thankful for everybody who has showed their support to us, who's, you know, always been fans with us, talked to us on Twitter, showed up for the live viewership. That is a huge part of us. I don't want it to seem like we just cut you guys out. It's a really big deal, but we are stoked. We are super, super stoked. I don't know. Kindergarten will probably be back. I'm just gonna say as early as possible. It's not gonna be June, but as early as possible. Kyle, are you working on anything right now specifically that you'd like to talk about?
So I mean, I guess I've started trying to do a weekly stream on Wednesday. So it's tentatively been named Labs and Lobbies, but trying to take some time to, if anyone has anything that they want help in, like knowing if it's a character I play or how I look at situations or just Marvel in general. I do like the first hour is just kind of a rough training thing, and then the last 2 to 3 is just a general lobby, come hang out, get matches against some of these people that you're seeing play at the tournaments now. So,
what's your Twitch address?
Same everywhere. MERKYL999X, just Merkle.
And shouts to Airborne, who recently, I'll say since he's not here right now, he recently streamed some tournament analysis of was it Combo Breaker? Yeah, yeah. And he
and
also
on Twitch, it is Airborne is so fly as opposed to Airborne is fly, which he is on Twitter. So that's the only trick to fighting him.
Airborne is so fly, and so give him a follow. He's another streamer. I stream as well, twitch.tv/kinderparty. Basically everybody in this call streams at some point or another. Ram Bam, are you working on anything right now? Go ahead, Marco, what's up?
Just real quick, I have set up my Twitch to go ahead and rebroadcast for anyone that does pick up. So if you're a Marvel stream that you go regularly, and just drop me a line, I'll add you to it. And
yeah, auto host, guys. It's 2018. Auto host. Right. Start loving each other. Let's start helping each other. You know, it's 2018.
Make it easy to find Marvel for people.
Yeah, Ram Bam, what have you been up to, man?
I did a couple of things. So myself, Jonas, and Airborne are part of the One Frame Links Marvel division. So we're the ones helping gathering all the like stats. So we're compiling like tournament information, tournament footage, transcribing matches, and just making sure that we have super cool stats for everyone to hear from. So I'm just working on that side of things a little bit,
which is fantastic.
Yeah, hopefully things are kicking up there, so it's really exciting. And hopefully I'm gonna try to keep making videos and whatnot, and because I've been falling off on like the tech and like labbing a lot.
Shame.
And so I'm trying to like pump stuff back out, and so there's that, and then I'm also like on the side just like trying to also like brainstorm ideas of like how can we make learning Marvel easier and more accessible. So just thinking of like other platforms that people can use to how can we design platforms to make this game easier to play. That's
our constant struggle right now. That is like the team focus. It's like, how do we avoid this? We should have done this earlier. You know, how can we get people to understand, you know, what's going on? What can you do to learn Marvel faster? You know, certain tools that are actually useful, like frame data. Mm-hmm. Also working on that. Shout out to you and Airborne. That's hard work. I know it is. I don't even know like how that science works at all.
I don't either, dude.
Man, but you guys are working hard, and I appreciate that. And so the whole reason why I'm bringing this up is, you know, we're all doing something. It's all a constant progress mission. If you want to get involved, just do it. Like I said that, I feel like I was on a show so long ago, and I probably said this, but I'm still saying it now. Just do it. Like if you've ever wanted to, you know, analyze something, run a tournament. There's so many good online tournaments going on right now. So shout out to ICU Hater, I_C_U_ Hater, who runs a fantastic online series. Jaco Man also, who's always running online events and putting out online content. It's a constant thing.
Psycho Blue for PC too.
Psycho Blue, yeah, who also just joined the Kindergarten Discord. Cool dude. Kyle, who's running, you know, kind of. You said it was like kind of like a bring your kid to work day stream. It's like how do you learn this? And that's perfect.
From the offline front, powerful Antoine.
Oh yeah.
You are sick.
Tell him about Antoine, bro. That guy has been a hero lately.
Antoine is the best. He's basically been fighting for Marvel, and that is great. He's been sponsoring a bunch of tournaments
in New York.
In New York. But also, if I think I saw that he was like sponsoring some online tournaments too, right?
He's all over the place.
He's all over the place. Like I feel like the lack of like official company words, you know, has kind of like activated the community. You know, we're taking matters into our own hands. You know?
Yeah, and we knew that would happen, and it's kind of an inspired effect as well because, you know, there's just a lot of the FGC is a big place, man. There's a lot of games, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of opinions, there's a lot of talking, and at some point you just got to sit down and play something. And like I think people they had expectations of certain things either before or after, and they're finally settling back into just realize that the game is fun.
Tight.
Yeah, it's amazing. And there's also people like Antoine who are like supporting it financially, which is crazy, and Darren. And, you know, Tar Pit Club, like, these are guys who really step forward for the scene. It's a great feeling right now. It's not what we expected, but I feel like I'm right at home. It's, like, weird. You know, it's like, what changed from Marvel 3? We're all still here. Everybody was so worried about what was going to happen. And it turns out, you know.
Nothing happened.
Nothing. In the worst case scenarios, we're right where we were. And it turns out that's actually dope.
Right where we were with a better game.
Better game. That's what I'm saying. It's actually a better game. Because it got patched, and boy, you don't have to deal with Dante spamming Rainstorm 3 times in a row.
You just have to deal with Super Tag.
Which is like, you know.
Oh, whatever. That's how you lose matches in this game.
Anyways, so that's us. That's Marvel Lives. That's where we're going. That's where we've been. To TLDR this real quick, we're glad to be doing this. We're glad to be, you know, back on the grind, back involved with you guys. Please stick with us. You know where you can find us at Marvel Lives on Twitter. Get used to this. See these boxes? Get used to it. Because the next time you see that name, done. It's gone.
Done.
It's like Thanos. It's over. It's just
snapped.
I'm going to edit in dust everywhere.
Oh, no. Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, well, I don't know if I'm that dope. I've literally not even installed the program yet. So, but anyways, thank you guys for supporting Marvel Lives. We're going to wrap this episode up. I wanted to say thanks for having me back, guys. Thanks for having me back.
Coming back. We're happy to have you.
Thanks for having me back. It was awesome. It was good kicking it around. Jonas, you want to give any shout-outs for the evening before we kick it off?
shout out to Puerto Rican Marvel.
Hey,
these guys,
boy, classic.
They don't care. They don't care. We've been playing every day. We're talking lobbies.
That tournament was dope.
Lobby. Yeah. We're running online tournaments. The online, like the PR Marvel community right now, like we're just playing every day. We're just enjoying what we have, and I just want to give a shout out to all my guys.
Hey, bet. Kyle, anybody you want to say goodnight to, man?
Just shout outs to all the people out there playing Marvel. Kuron GX doing these super dope like 4-in-1 streams over in Japan with all these crazy players that nobody's talking about.
Whoa.
And Jacko Man getting the tournaments, those online tournaments, are those weekly, bi-weekly?
I think he does them weekly, man. I think he changes once a week from Marvel 3 to Infinite.
Is that what it is? So
I know he runs both.
Like, there's no reason not to play this game online. Like, there are tons of people playing it. We're not in ranked because...
I run a lobby, like, every night.
Yeah.
Every night.
The streams that exist get lots of people playing in them, and you can slide into them. So it's not like you have to watch good people play. You get to play with them. That's... Like, you can't sleep on how awesome that is for this community. So shout out to everyone that's grinding online and getting to show... like how good the play is at tournaments like Combo Breaker and UDF coming up. So keep doing it.
Respect to the online warriors, he said. Rambam, anybody you want to shout out to tonight, man?
I'll shout out to both you and Jonas because it was fun hanging out with you guys at Combo Breaker.
Sucks to be Kyle.
Sucks to be Kyle.
Sucks to be Kyle.
Married with children, watching a game from home.
Yeah, loser. But shout out to
what a dweeb.
What a virgin.
We played so much at Combo Breaker.
Yeah, that was crazy.
One of the most time, like.
Oh man, you can walk into the venue at 3 in the morning and there were still people cracking out. It's crazy.
I miss it already.
I got
man.
Oh yeah.
2 a.m. Yeah.
That was a good time, man. All right. Well,
I can't wait for next year. But yeah,
I was about to say I can't wait till next year. Holy shit. Go ahead.
Yeah, so just shout out to you guys because it's been fun being on the show, and it's cool to have you here. And I can't wait for our next show because hopefully we'll have the full crew on, and we get to just talk over each other, and that's all I ever want to do.
Yeah, shout out to Sam who is going to be here tonight. She had to go hang out with her roommate's mom, so that sounds like a good excuse to me. I like it.
Yeah, and Airborne who's driving home
at ColossalCon. He went to AnimeCon on the weekend, or whatever it is. I don't know. But everybody's having a good time. That's what matters. And shout out to Marcus and Sif who are asleep.
Oh my God. Sleep.
But we love you.
They're still the gods, though. Marcus has been doing Miss Checkpoints podcast. So definitely, if you want more Marcus and you miss him being around, that's where he lives now.
Damn.
So go do that. And he's definitely keeping gaming alive. He's just.
I think he's also like overseas right now.
He's like mad family.
Well,
man.
right. He's been in like Paris and like.
I respect that.
The world warrior.
Shout out to my homie Marcus, wherever you are. I love you, man. I listen to your podcast still. You guys should definitely download Missed Checkpoints. You can find that on the iTunes store, I think.
That's
for sure.
An actual more.
Hey, they didn't pay us yet. What's up?
Yeah.
Did you not hear about the Patreon? I'm selling out, dude. You gotta pay it up if you want to get screen time, man. I'm editing that out. I'm actually editing out all words on Marcus.
No shout-outs anymore.
Anybody who said anything about Marcus, nixed. No. Shout out to Potato Salad. You good dude. Anyways, you guys ready to say goodnight?
Yep.
It's good to be back. It's so good to be back. Thanks everybody who tuned in. We'll get you an update on all of our Patreon information, what we're up to at Marvel Lives Twitter. So please give us a follow if you haven't already. Otherwise, till next time. Shouts to the 40 dudes who were in my stream watching Marvel 3 or Marvel Infinite at like 2 a.m. That was crazy. And shouts to all the homies in the lobby playing, except for Random. Yeah, we on it, man. All right, shout outs, guys. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. Hyper Cineforce. Peace.